Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actor and director you know from his work on shows such as Ozark, Arrested Development, as well as his podcast Smartless. He stars in Air, which will be in theaters April 5th. Let's take a look.
51% of the shoe has to be white. NBA is extremely strict about it. They'll fine him.
They'll fine him?
$5,000 a game.
What about more red? A lot more red. And what about if we just pay the fines? Make a commercial out of it. You know, it'll give us headlines. They're gonna fine Michael Jordan for being too colorful.
Please welcome to the show, Jason Bateman, everybody! Welcome to the show, my friend.
Seth.
Oh, it's very nice to have you here.
It's been a little too long.
It's been a little bit too long since I last saw you. You know, I think maybe the last time I saw you, I've seen you since, but the last time I saw you in this physical building was when you hosted SNL in 2005.
Yes.
You've come
Yes,
back since, but
perhaps.
after I left.
Yes.
Yes. Was not as much fun without me.
I said I'm not coming back till he goes.
Okay.
You know, they
So it's
accommodated.
the opposite of what I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
hard for you to
They're not
come
gonna
back.
tell
It
you
was
the
super
truth.
easy.
The truth is hurtful. Now, what's going on here at 12:30? There was an F-bomb in the clip.
Yep.
I heard you drop an S-bomb in the closer look.
Yep.
Do those go unbleeped?
Nobody, it turns out the censor always falls asleep right before it starts.
So you guys can just run amok?
We
and-
run a, I'll just say it. There you go. I don't care.
They love
What do
it.
they do?
They love it.
They love it. Look at it. It does get bleeped. I've been
got
told
my
it's bleeped.
11-year-old daughter here, so let's mind it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No,
Does she wait, but she must understand it.
She
Right?
can drop a pretty hot F-bomb.
Well, she has an older sister, right?
She's
So
got an
if
older
you've got a
sister.
16-year-old sister and you're 11, you've heard the F-bombs.
Yeah, and there was like, what is, so your kids are,
7, 5, and 1.
are you cursing around them?
No, but they're learning it.
You have never cursed around them.
I mean, I think I've cursed around them, but they live near a park in New York City. It's not like...
What are they, moving dime bags out there? How
No,
are they hearing?
They have internships with some of the lower
I got
dealers.
it. So they're just
Because I
packaging.
told them don't go out there and just think you can take over a corner.
Sure.
They're
They're probably packaging and they're giving
it's
to the
just a
guy.
lot. It's
Right.
it helps them learn, just
small hands,
responsibility.
they
Because
can
I'll
fill-
tell you this: you can lie to me, but
Yeah.
you cannot lie to the guys who run that corner.
Now, when you do your disciplining, do you ever slip and curse and say, is there even a God damn it?
No, I don't think there's a God. I'm very good. The worst thing, did this happen to you? The worst thing is when I get mad at my kids, they laugh at me. There's
Yeah.
something, I think I get mad like a cartoon.
Smiling now.
Yeah. Oh, do you got her over here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there
Just
we go.
watching the way the sausage
Oh, God,
is
so she
made.
actually came into the studio to hear my F-bombs. I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
I made it very clear when you bring children under 13, I like them to wear noise-canceling headphones for the entirety of the interview.
That would be smart.
This is a film about Nike and Michael Jordan. Very beautiful 80s flourishes throughout this whole film.
To the extent there is beauty in the 80s, yes.
Yes. This was
Now-
a decade you enjoyed.
I did well in the 80s,
Yeah.
but it is tacky.
Yeah.
The 80s is tacky. There was a kitsch factor to the 80s, right? The Miami Vice, turquoise, and the day glow.
Do you think we knew it was kitsch at the time, though?
Well, clearly I think it's not kitsch, because this is still here.
Yeah. You've muted your colors, but otherwise this is Miami Vice.
It's like I'm waiting for the reshoots, but I don't think I get the concept of a film that's already in the theaters. So I can cut
They
it
might
now.
want to go back. They might want to go back and pick anything up. How were your 90s?
The 90s were quiet.
Okay.
Except for my nightlife.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that doesn't usually dovetail with the rise in the career at the same time.
Yeah, no, the career usually plummets if you're out at night.
Yeah.
And the golf handicap goes up.
Well, there you go.
You know,
but then
or goes
2000s, you hit the 2000s hard.
2000s
back.
did all right because
Yeah.
I got Arrested Development and that's sort of hit the reset for me.
Well, there you go. A nice way, a very nice.
I got very lucky
A nice
there.
reset, that show.
I mean, I would have done a show half as good. You
Yeah.
know, like I was just looking for a job.
I got to be honest, and I mean this, there weren't even a lot of shows half as good as Arrested Development. That's how good Arrested Development was.
It was Mitch Hurwitz is a real genius, that fella. Then there's that Will Arnett on there, but we still succeeded
you carried him.
despite
Yeah,
him.
it was lovely. Yeah.
Bless his heart.
It's lovely though that you guys, you and Will, obviously are still working together. Sean
got
Hayes
this-
as well.
Yep, we got this podcast going.
An incredible
and we're talking
podcast, an incredible triumph. And one of the most lovely things is you're very supportive of each other. And Sean is going to be on Broadway. He's got a show that's coming here.
Yes, it's called Good Night Oscar.
I saw it in Chicago.
Yeah?
It's incredible.
It's about a guy that wins an Oscar and sleeps with the Oscar like a stuffed animal?
I think you.
Is
that was the screenplay I sent you
Yes! Sorry.
that you did not give me feedback on yet.
I check your emails.
Okay. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go check out?
There's going to be a pilgrimage out here for opening night, which
Gotcha.
is April 24th, 25th, something like that, guys.
Okay,
Let's go
gotcha.
check it out, please.
It's very
Support.
exciting. It's a wonderful show, and he's incredible in it.
You did see it?
I did see it. I saw it in Chicago in previews. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it was good enough to make it out here.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they were in Chicago, and everybody was like, "This is good. We should bring this to New York." Yeah,
So I don't have to worry about coming up with something falsely complimentary backstage.
Interesting.
afterwards.
That's your concern.
Well, here's the thing. From
Okay.
what I understand,
Yep.
on Broadway, if you are semi-recognizable or basically have a SAG card,
Yeah. If you maybe had a moment in the '80s.
right?
Yeah.
And you're in the audience and you watch the show. If you don't go backstage and say hi or something, that is tantamount to giving it a pan, like that you hated it. Because apparently the people in the show, they know if you're semi-famous, if you're in the audience, and you're supposed to go back. I think that that's really presumptuous. Like, I don't know the people that are in the show.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm famous, you're famous, we should talk. That's cringy, right? That's very cringy, but apparently, no, that's what you're supposed to do. In Sean's case, I will do it anyway,
Yeah.
but
And,
is that...
and are you concerned that if you don't like the show, that Sean will be able to clock your insincerity?
Yeah, I've got skills, but I'm not that good of an
Right.
actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to like practice on me if I want to?
You wanna workshop something?
Yeah, like so I'll be Sean and
Right.
And it's after the show and I want so your backstory here is you really didn't like it.
Did not like
yeah.
the show,
And you
right?
thought the biggest problem was Sean's performance.
Right, right.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, I'll open the dressing room. Okay.
Okay. Sean! Oh my God! You've already changed. Right?
Oh.
We talk about everything but the show.
That's really good though. You've already changed.
You've already changed.
You've already changed.
Oh, you must be exhausted. Right? Stuff like that.
I think the real the giveaway is that you bought yourself time by saying his name,
Right.
which he clearly knows you know.
And I elongated it.
Yeah, Sean.
As you're trying to think up something to say.
To go back to the movie for a second, this is Michael Jordan. This is the Bulls. You're an LA guy. Were you a Laker fan during the Jordan years?
There was I was pretty cheesy in
Okay.
the 90s, more cheesy than I am now, let's say. And I went ahead and I bought 2 seats at the Forum, which is a cheesy thing to do. Well, not cheesy. It's just like it's I'm big time.
It's a little show off. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that today. I do like going to sporting events, but these seats had like your plaque, like your name underneath it. They were called Senate seats. So you own those seats for everything at the Forum. This is the place where they played before the crypto. And so I was there for every Laker game, every Kings game, every boxing match, every concert. I mean, I had a little credit card for the Forum Club, the bar inside, so that I could really cut down on the time it takes to get inebriated. You know, it was a fun decade, but not very prosperous.
And when it was over, did they give you the chair? Did they give you your 2 seats?
No,
Yeah,
no, they just sold it to the next cheesy guy.
They were just prying off the plaque with a screwdriver.
You run out of money after living like that for a while, and they take the chair back.
When they say, Mr. Bateman, your Forum card has been denied.
Yeah, exactly. We'll take that back, please. But yeah, I got to see a lot. I got to see Jordan play there quite a bit.
Were you one of those LA actors at the time who was playing in the pickup basketball games?
There was a little bit of a group of those. Yeah, I was working at Warner Brothers. George Clooney had a game there,
Okay.
right behind the ER stage.
There you go. I've
was-
always heard about that. That must have been a pretty cool game to be a part of.
Well, I was not a part of that.
Okay. You were there. You were physically nearby.
When they got thirsty, they'd go, and we'll take the bottle, and so I'd give the water.
So you would stay nearby.
I would do little drive-bys, to see if they
And
needed
is
an
that
extra
in like
player.
sort of a sort of Hollywood studio lot golf cart drive?
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah, with no horn. So you
Okay.
kind of go, hey, beep, beep, guys, anybody wanna? And no, Noah Wiley and George were just fine playing one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, you got to really be willing to suffer through awkwardness if you'll let a man slowly go by in a golf cart.
Just doing tight circles.
Yeah.
Just doing figure eights out in front of it.
You were, I want to close because you were in a sketch I think about all the time in 2005. I'm going to bring it back to the beginning when we met at SNL. No, we didn't meet, but last time we saw each other in this building. And it was, do you remember TT and Mario? Do you remember that sketch?
TT and Mario.
TT
I
and
do
Mario.
not.
You and Amy Poehler.
Was I
were
TT or
introducing-
Mario?
You were neither.
Okay.
You guys were doing an album ad for a very famous soul group called TT and Mario, and it was like one of those like sort of 70 record album where you're like, do you remember this hit song? And so you introduced a song.
Right.
And this is a song that was so beautiful and moving to me, and this is a true story. My wife and I put it on our wedding playlist.
Come on.
Yeah, and I think for everybody who doesn't remember, this is a really gorgeous song. Can we just watch a clip?
Let's do it.
I know you're gonna know this one. Who didn't groove on this bad mamma jamma in 1977? Roller Skate Love.
You are so beautiful.
And you are my knight in shining armor.
Let me put it in a little bit, just a tip.
Really beautiful. Really beautiful. It was our first dance. What a joy to have you back. It is so lovely to see you. Thanks for making the time for us, my friend.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you, guys.
That's Jason Bateman, everybody. Air premieres globally tomorrow. We'll be right back with Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.